Hi, it's Islamic Dad here. If you enjoy this channel, please subscribe. It does help me out a lot. Today I'm going to do a video on what I'll just refer to as realization. So, after the end of both my marriage and my 4-year relationship, the narcissist, after the relationship ended, went into full smear campaign mode, and the lies and the stories and just rewriting history. I mean, just opening up the history book from page one and just starting from scratch and just rewriting how the entire 4 years went. And it's just so bizarre to see that, and really disgusting. I mean, it's bad. I mean, from my perspective, it's bad enough to be an awful person who does awful things. Okay, but to not even let that awfulness stay in the here and now, where you rewrite history to just spread your lies further and further. And it's just like, God, who has the time to do that? Who has the energy to do that? Who has the will to do that? Who prioritizes doing that over anything else in their life? Again, it's like, I mean, it's been a while since I've initially dove in and tried to educate myself as much as possible on narcissists. And there's still stuff that I just do not understand. And one of them is just the time and the effort that they put into being horrible, just being awful to other people, instead of just eating ice cream or, having a fun time with their boyfriend or girlfriend or watching a movie. I mean, instead of doing all those things, we're like, no, I have to be an awful person. So that's what I'm doing tonight, and we'll talk later. So, but the point of this video, the realization that I made after seeing the rewriting of history happen over the course of months and months, was that now I realize that the narcissists did that for their exes and their past before me. And so now I'm kind of in this weird place where I'm like, oh no. So just basically everything that they told me about, their ex-boyfriend, their dating history, their ex-husband, all this type of stuff, now I have to call it into question and just think like, okay, are they lying about that? To what extent are they lying? Is it a big lie? Is it a small lie? Is it lying across the board, or is it lying about specific incidences? And the answer is, I don't know, and in all honesty, I probably will never know. But given the way that my narcissists recount the history that I had with them, it's basically they take reality, say for let's say my ex-girlfriend for 4 years. So we were together for 4 years. It's like she takes reality for those 4 years and just flips it on its head. So all the good memories are now bad memories. All the good holidays are now bad holidays, and just across the board, everything is upside down. And so now I'm wondering, okay, well, if she's describing me and the relationship to everyone else that way, then does that mean that everything she told me about her exes, her ex-husband, her childhood, her, life in her 20s, etc. Is all of that just nothing but lies too? And again, it's one of those things where I have no way to know. It's just, it's just a realization that kind of, kind of hit me in the past day or two. And it just, to some extent, kind of pulled the rug out from underneath me, because it's like now I can't even like look back on those conversations in the relationship and think that even those were true. I mean, and it's one of those things where it's like, I know that there were things that, that I experienced, with her or experienced in the relationship. And so if she lies about that after the fact, I can say, no, I was there. I know the truth. You're just lying. You're just making stuff up. But as far as stuff in the relationship where she would say like, oh, my boyfriend was abusive, or oh, my ex-husband was abusive, or oh, my childhood, my parents were abusive, and my friends were abusive. And I just like on and on and on. I took all of that at face value at the time. But now it's it has to be called into question. I don't know if any of it's true, and any of it's just stuff she's making up. And again, I mean, at this point the relationships are very much in the past for me, but it's still disorienting to just have like even these small pieces of the relationship that I was like, oh, okay, those were conversations we had, so I can like file them away as factual, as truth, as actually happening. And now I have to take those off the shelf and basically throw them in the fire and just be like, no, now I can't trust a word that she said in the relationship or anything that she told me. It's all in question now. So yeah, it's a very strange place to be, and it's a very strange realization to have. So I'd love to hear what you guys think. Like, have you had experiences, after leaving a narcissist or relationship with a narcissist, where you're like, wait a minute, now that I've realized how much they lie, now I have to reevaluate everything they told me during the entire relationship. So hopefully this video's been helpful. Thanks.